This is the Invest Now America podcast. Guys, I have a website called investnowamerica.org. Only thing I'm doing, one of the things I'm trying to do with this podcast is to encourage more Americans to get involved in the stock market, to learn about stock investing and to get involved in the stock market, period. That's it, end of discussion. My second big mission or vision, I guess you might say, is to get more young people involved in the stock market now, not later, now, right now. As soon as the little ones come popping out of the womb, give them a name, give them a Social Security number, and make sure they become a shareholder in an ETF, a mutual fund, index fund, maybe a few companies, things like that. Do that immediately. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. And the one other thing I want to say, here in the United States, they want to talk about the racial wealth gap. White families have more wealth than black families. Let me tell you something, folks. Bottom line is this. Number one, I don't want to be equal to anybody when it comes to building wealth. Did you hear what I just said? Let me repeat that. I don't want to be equal to anybody when it comes to building wealth. What I want is the opportunity to build as much wealth as I possibly can legally. I want equal opportunity. And really equal opportunity as far as the law is concerned. I don't want equality. If I can accumulate $1.5 million in net worth for my family, for my wife and I, fine. But if some white family down the street has $1 million in net worth, I don't want to be equal. I want to keep exceeding. I want to keep doing as much as I can do. I want to keep doing as much as my wife and I can do. And I want to bless them and praise them if they could do more. I'm not competing against them. So I don't want equality like that. This is not Maoist China. This is not Castro's Cuba. This is not Rocket Man's North Korea. And Bernie Sanders, he may run for president of the United States, but this is not Bernie Sanders America. It is not. I want the opportunity to be the best I can be when it comes to building wealth and anything else for that matter. Here's the other thing I want to say. You can talk about slavery, Jim Crow all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. The fact of the matter is there's not a single law on a local level, state level, or federal level that keeps black folk from buying common stocks, from becoming a shareholder in Microsoft, Amazon, Nike. There's not a single law on the local level, state level, or national level that keeps black folk from becoming a shareholder in an ETF or an index fund. You can pick up the phone right now, contact Vanguard, and say, "Hey, I'd like to be a shareholder in one of your index funds." They say, "Hey, be more than happy to accommodate you." They won't even ask what your race is. They don't care. You can contact Fidelity right now. Right now. Hey, I want to be a shareholder in one of your in your S&P 500 index fund. Sure, no problem, sir, ma'am. Let's get you started. You just need some information. Now let's get you rolling. They won't even ask you what color skin you are. They want to know if you're a descendant of American slaves or any stupid stuff like that. They don't care about that. There is nothing preventing black folk from being a shareholder in any one of in any company that's publicly traded in the United States of America. It would be the NASDAQ or whatever. None. No law whatsoever. There is no law that prevents black folk from becoming debt-free. You ever heard of a guy named Dave Ramsey? Go check him out. I don't agree with everything Dave Ramsey says, but there's one thing Dave Ramsey says and has done, and that is liberate families, black and white, from the slavery of debt. Let me repeat that. Dave Ramsey, some white dude, he has helped untold number of families, black and white, liberate themselves from the slavery of debt. And once they've done that, once they've liberated themselves from the slavery of debt, that's when they can start building wealth. Now, one time, as Dave Ramsey ever said, well, you know what? They got some unjust laws out there that prevent black people from becoming debt-free. Not once. And I know that man's been doing this for the longest time. Not one time. You go listen to some of the great stock investors. Peter Lynch, Warren Buffett. Peter Lynch is my favorite. Now, one time of these guys said, have they ever come across the law that says, wow, these black people, they're not allowed to buy common stock. They're not allowed to become a shareholder of Nike or Walmart or Kroger. Not one time. Not one time. So you can talk all that stuff about the past, what used to be, but I'm talking about what's happening right now. What is the reality of right now? I have a slogan I call Millions More. Millions More. You know what that slogan's about? Getting millions, well, really it's this, getting every single black youth in the United States of America as a shareholder, either in a publicly traded company, a shareholder in an index fund, a shareholder in a mutual fund, or a shareholder in an index fund. Period. Now, I know some white folks say, well, that shouldn't be for everybody. Well, yeah, that's fine. You do that. But my thing is black youth. Because they are the future of the black family, of the black family, of the national black community in the United States of America. They're our future. Period. They're our future. And when you get millions more, and when you get young black folk just getting involved in stock investing, learning about it and doing it, man, that's gonna help everybody. So I don't want to hear all that mamby-pamby stuff about all youth should be involved in the stock market. I never said that all youth shouldn't be, but my focus is on black youth. And if you got an issue with that, shut up. I don't want to hear it. Here's what I do want to hear. Hey, Corbin, how can I help you? How can I support that? I'd be more than happy to tell you. Contact me. Go to my website, investnowamerica.org. I'd be more than happy to tell you. Because let me tell you something, I'm passionate about it. I'm committed to it. Young black person, 17 and under 17, one of the first questions I'm going to ask them after a while is, hey, man, I noticed you're wearing some Nike there. You like Nike? Yeah. Really? Your friends like Nike? Yeah. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But let me ask you something, little man. Let me ask you something, little sister. Are you a Nike shareholder? The overwhelming majority of black youth I ask that question. They say no. Or they'll look at me with this very curious look. What are you talking about? A lot of black youth, I deal with, I guess I have a youth program, nonprofit organization. And as many of you probably know, particularly you parents, young people are really into these hot chips, Takis, T-A-K-I. Boy, they eat that stuff up. And, of course, I always ask them, man, isn't that stuff real hot? Oh, Coach, it's okay. It's not that hot. And then a few minutes later, they ask me if they can go get some water, or they're grabbing the second soda. And so I talked to them a little bit. Man, y'all like it? Oh, yeah, we like it, man. Your friends like it? Oh, yeah, Coach, your friends like it. Great. What company produces those chips? They can't answer. They don't know. I said, well, guys, let me ask you something. Are you a shareholder in that company? They shrugged their shoulders. They don't know what I'm talking about. So what I did some research on the company that produces it. They are a publicly traded company. My research confirmed it, and a certified financial planner named Wyatt here in Louisville, Kentucky, he confirmed it. And I found out where, a person can buy shares in that company. So the next time I get with a fairly large group of black youth, black and Latino youth, I guarantee you they'll be eating those Takis, or if I make them available, they'll eat them up. And I'm going to start asking them questions, and then I'm going to start giving them information. I said, man, if y'all like that product that much, you need to be a shareholder in that company. And this is the bottom line. If you like the product that much, you need to be a shareholder in the company. At the very least, they should research the company. And as adults, we should say to them, maybe it's wrong for me to say, no, you should definitely buy. No, at the very least, I'm going to say to them, here's the company that produces that. They are publicly traded. Let me explain what that means. And let me show you how you can become a partial owner of that company or a shareholder in that company. Let me show you how you can research that company. And then you can make a decision. Make your own decision, obviously in cooperation with their parents, as to whether or not you want to be a shareholder in that company. Because let me tell you something, you love that product. If you love the product that much, you definitely need to be researching the company. Hey, that's it. That's it. That's it. So if I got some folks out there that say, hey, man, I like that. I like that attitude. I like that approach. Contact me, investnowamerica.org. And let's start a dialogue, and I'll let you know how you can help me on this millions more mission. Guys, I'm going to stop there. Be talking all day if I don't watch myself. Hope to hear from you soon.